Starting on time. Can you believe it? What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Makael. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys have had a great week. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. All I did was, I didn't even work all weekend. I was about to say all I did was work, because that's all I be doing is working. But I relaxed yesterday. I needed a much needed day off, and I watched all of Harlem. That's on Amazon Prime. I watched the whole thing, and I loved it. It's a really good show. I just love the energy. I love the different storylines that all of the characters had, and there were some surprising things that happened like further along the season. I'm glad that Whoopi Goldberg got her shine, and she just wasn't in like one episode. I really enjoyed it. If you have Amazon Prime, please take some time to watch Harlem. I almost called it something else. Please take time to watch Harlem. Again, it's on Amazon Prime. It has Megan Good, Grace Byers from Empires in it. And I don't know the two other actresses, but Tyler Lepley from The Have and the Have-Nots, he's in the show. Jasmine Guy is in the show. Whoopi Goldberg is in it. And you'll see other surprise appearances in the series. It's 10 episodes. They're like 30, 35 minutes. If you get some time, go ahead and watch it. It's a really good show. And I'm looking forward to the next season. And the show tackles a lot. It really does. It really does. So check it out. And I watched 227 yesterday. I was laying there watching 2 fucking...
On Amazon too?
7, yes. And I mean, no commercials, thank God. I mean, they was just playing everything. And I seen the episode. By the way, like this video, click that thumbs up button. So Jack A's mom was coming to town. I'm pretty sure you seen the episode. And I was trying to think well, who the fuck can play her mother? I can't wait to see who they pick. They picked Della Reese to play her mother, and it was a good episode. All the episodes are good. Like all the old black shows, they good. They just good. So yeah, if you get time, check out some of the old sitcoms on Amazon. That's what I did yesterday. I don't know. Yesterday was your 35th birthday. I'm pretty sure you celebrated over the weekend. So how was your birthday?
It was nice and chill. I didn't do much yesterday. You know how when you be like, oh, I'm going to do this for my birthday, I'm going to do this, and then kind of like what you did on your birthday. You had these big plans, and then it's like, I'm not doing that. I went to church because, of course, yesterday was Sunday. I went to church, and then after service, 3 of us, we were like, well, let's go to dinner. So we just went to dinner. We went to this restaurant called Yard House.
Yes, I love Yard House. Yeah.
That's my first time going. It was really good.
Yeah, I go when I be in Atlanta.
So, Saturday I threw a trip to Lancaster, PA, to this place called Sight and Sound, where it's kind of like
It's a play, right?
The theater is called Sight and Sounds, but they show different type of plays, and it's usually like religious, biblical plays that they show. We went to go see The Story of Queen Esther. And it was really good. Really, really good. A really good show. We had a good time. Afterwards, we went out to dinner. And my friends, they surprised me while I was getting stuff at the buffet. They went and told the waiters that it was my birthday, so they came. And it's so crazy because as I was sitting there talking, I'm sitting there running my mouth with my cousins or whatever, my aunt. And I see walk by, and I just happened to look, and who the hell is that for? And I see them, and they started singing Happy Birthday, and I'm like, the hell? Who told you it was my damn birthday? So then our whole section, my group, and then the people in the section, they all started singing Happy Birthday. I was like, oh, it was nice. Yeah. It was I had a good chill time. I got my new car.
Yes, I saw.
And that's all I wanted for my birthday. Because my friend kept saying, well, what do you want to do on your birthday? I said, I really don't care. I just want to make sure I get my car. Okay, and I got it before my birthday. I got it on Friday. So yeah, that was cool. I was happy.
Now, was the process long?
No.
It was
no. Thank you, Jesus. The first time I got a car, the first time I bought a car, 10 years ago, that was the long, and I bought the car on my 25th birthday. So I was in the dealership on my 25th birthday all day for like 7 hours. Then the second time I bought a car, it was long, but it wasn't as long as the first time. This time, what happened was on Friday, I called, well, I was looking like I was talking to my sister throughout the week, and I was like, I want to get whatever the case may be. So she was like, well, get in contact with the guy that you've been dealing with. We've all been dealing with. So I was like, oh, I thought when he left the other place, I thought he just retired. She was like, no, he just went to another dealership. Mm-hmm. So I called him on Friday, and he, was like, oh, yeah, whatever. And we were on the phone, and he was like, what kind of car you want? I was telling him. So he was like, well, you know what? I can go to another dealership and pick up the car, and then I can come to your house and let you test drive it. So I was like, well, okay, we'll do that. So he came and picked me up. We test drove it. Our test drive, we went from my house to the dealership. Mm-hmm. And then, we were sitting there just seeing how much, whatever thing called. And then, before I knew it, I had a new car. So he was like, you know what? Whatever the case may be. And I was like, good.
Well, how did you know to pick this color? Because black?
No, it's gray.
Gray.
So, I don't do color cars. Mm-hmm. My first 2 cars were silver. I wanted a silver car. But I said, if I can't get a silver car, I'll do gray. But however, I didn't tell him that. Before I could even tell him what color, he said, well, the car that you want, I only have gray. So I said, oh, well, that's fine, because I'll take silver or gray. And he was like, that's perfect, whatever the case may be. But, because I don't like black cars. If I have to do a black car, I will. If I have to. I don't do white cars. And I don't really do color cars, like red and blue. I just like it simple. Silver or gray. And so, yeah, that's what it was. And then, I left on Friday with a car. So I was happy about that. And then I didn't realize until I got the car how much shit I wasn't able to do for 2 months without having a car.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
This weekend I was everywhere.
The bitch was on time when he didn't have a car. Sometimes 30 minutes early, and I'm like, what are you doing here?
Let me tell you something. Yeah. The last night of me on the sub last week on the work was the worst of all 2 months.
But what happened?
And I don't want to say nothing bad about people. People who are, However, they need a new system on the subway. There needs to be more police presence on the subway.
Yes.
These people who come on the subway begging and just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, it is a nuisance to riders. And they need more SEPTA police presence. That's all I'm going to say. They need, and I'm just watching like, wait a minute, this is not safe at all. And I see how things happen on the subway, on subway cars, and nothing, because there's no type of authority at all. And if you're on a train zooming down the tunnel, there's no help. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, we can't do this no more. I'm just watching these people getting on and off the train, and I'm like, oh my God. Everybody got a sign. Everybody's pants is falling down. What? Everybody is just the show. And I'm like, yo, like, it's like, and I called my friend who works for SEPTA, and I'm like, yo, y'all, and he's like, we can't really deny them access. He was like, if they go, even if, of course they're not paying, he was like, but they get through, then we can't tell them to. I'm like, yo, like, so where's SEPTA policing? He was like, yeah, I know. They need more police officers.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I was reading
crazy.
They need more.
They need more
They have
everywhere.
a shortage, definitely a shortage. But you would think that with all of these job openings that people would take advantage of. And
No, and they're not.
People are paying a lot more.
They're not.
I've seen, like, jobs are paying $17, $18 an hour. Such as, like, what's that place that I used to get you to take? Aldi's. I used to get them to take $17. And they give you a chair to sit there and ring people up.
Yep.
And the people bag up their own shit. You might have to stock or do something
Well,
else.
you see how much my second job offered me?
Yes, bitch. I said, how? That's the first thing I said. How? But that's a blessing. Yes, that's a blessing. When they sat me down at my job, because I don't want to talk too much because I don't know who watching.
Right.
But it was something that was like, don't leave just yet.
Right.
Okay. Because I was upset, and I was just like, they don't know my birth, all this and that. So then we sat down, and they was talking about the raises or whatever, and I got my raise. Mm-hmm. But I'm fine with my raise. I'm happy with my raise. And I still say I could do overtime. They say yes.
Right.
Okay. Now, it's some people that's not happy about the raises. They felt like they was making more. And I'm just like, well, I'm not going to complain. I'm happy.
They felt like they were making more before the raise?
Yes.
So then, I thought a raise, you get more.
Yes.
Not less.
No, it was hourly, yes, but there was also a bonus. But the bonus was taken away.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah, I'd be a little upset too.
But I'm just like, listen, I was happy with that, and I could still do my overtime. And the overtime is much more. So I was just like, yes. Like, give it to me. And I had got my highest check for 1 week. Last week. I got my highest check. I was just like, yes. I'm going to keep
all that
going.
overtime you be doing.
Yes. But this is not even with all the crazy overtime I was doing. I said, okay.
This was just a check just with the new raise.
The new raise, and we would be doing some overtime.
Okay.
I was just like, yes. And I had got another bonus on top. I was like, yes, y'all better.
It wasn't worth leaving.
No, it was not. No. I mean, I really love what I do. It's simple. You have to think. Some people don't think. But you have to think and do your job. Because you are dealing with people that they want a response right away.
You know, I've been doing all this training for my new job. To the point that 2 days of training, the worst thing they could have did was do training over Zoom. Because I turned that camera and mic off. For 2 days, I was in bed sleep for 7 hours. So, and I'm sure y'all probably wondered, why the hell was you sleep doing training for 7 hours? About to tell you. So we had training, and 2 days that we had our training, both days was for 7 hours. And so, of course, there's the instructor, and then there was like 5 or 6 other people on the call with me. And, you know, when I logged on, I saw everybody else had their cameras off except for the instructor. She ain't told them to. So I climbed up in the bed. Of course, I watched, and I said, wait a minute. She was teaching us stuff that I already knew because I had already learned it. Now, there was some stuff that she was teaching that I didn't know. However, the stuff that she was teaching that I didn't know didn't particularly pertain to me, because what she was teaching, some of the stuff she was teaching, I don't have to do in my new listening. Which it wasn't bad to learn, but I just didn't. We don't have to do it. Bitch, I turned that fucking phone, this alarm for because we went breaks and lunch. Turn for that. I put that cover over my head, and then I turned the volume up so I could hear her talking. And before I knew it, I was like,
well, thank God she ain't never called your name.
Or not. She right there. But the other new trainee who worked with me, she never texted me to say, because she got my number to say, hey, she called, or called, they were calling. But, thank God, but. Yeah. I said, wait a minute. We know all of this stuff. I mean, she was going through stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. I just learned this last week.
Now, have you started again yet, or you've been actively working there now?
See, I still there's a process to everything. Because I'm dealing with patient stuff, like information and things like that. When there's a process of the different systems that you have to gain access to. So there's different trainings and things like that, so that you can gain the access or whatever. It's a lot, and it's annoying. But yeah, I'm just I know how to do the work. You just have to. It's like I want to say they kind of did it backwards for us. Maybe they didn't. Some people probably wouldn't think that they did, because they took the new trainee and myself. They took us, and they, we for 2 weeks we trained with our different new coworkers, and we trained with them, and we learned everything, and then they sent us to formal training. Right. Rather than sending us to formal training first and then sitting with the new people. So I don't know. I guess maybe they did it, but it's we trained already on the computer doing everything, and then we're now with, and I'm just wait, we already learned.
You already learned this.
We already learned this. Damn. But you know what? I'm not going to play. You know why? Because it's free money. Because you get paid for the training. I'm not complaining at all.
Well,
Ew.
so you guys know last week we had, I'm going to say former Empire star. Last week we had Jussie. Bitch! Ernest. I'm still thinking about Empire.
Yes.
We had Ernest Owens. We had, I'm sorry.
Jussie.
We had Ernest Owens on our show last week. And I mean, he was here for 3 hours. He was here long after you left. I was like, okay. I didn't think we would have a lot more stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. When you sit down with Ernest, there's a lot to discuss. And I enjoy having Ernest on. Make sure that you guys... Also, we didn't even get a chance to bring up that he has a podcast. It's called Earnestly Speaking. You can check him out. I believe he puts up a podcast every week. Mm-hmm. So check him out. Also, if you go to Cheney University, he's a professor there.
Oh, wow.
So he's been doing a lot of things.
He's
so
very busy.
I'm telling you, it's hard to keep up with him. So just follow him on social media at Mr. Ernest Owens.
Them checks are coming in. That's right. That's how it should be.
Yes, amen.
That's how it should be. Keep them checks rolling in from all different directions.
Come on.
Let them come on in. So you doing the damn thing, Ernest, okay?
Yeah. He should be selling shirts. I'm surprised he doesn't. Ernest, I'm going to talk to him.
And let me tell you something. These politicians here in Philly are afraid of him.
Yes.
When they see him, they go the other way.
Yeah, and then they try to write him privately.
And I think our mayor,
yeah,
Dave Bain. That's not our mayor's name. But our mayor, I think he's tried to have Ernest removed from certain rooms.
Yeah.
Because Ernest is Ernest, and he will speak the truth when shit is not right. And a lot of these politicians here in Philly, they either like him or they don't. But he's made a name for himself, and he's actually rose in his field. So he's doing a damn thing.
So if y'all missed any of those 2 videos last week, make sure that y'all check them out because they're up. They're uploaded. Again, one is an hour and a half. The other is an hour and a half as well. And, we got to sitting there talking about Jussie, and I was like, I don't know, I think it might be a hung jury. I think he's guilty.
I told y'all before I left that he was going to be found guilty.
But I really believe that he would be found guilty, of course. But it was still something like you might have somebody that's really no, I really believe him. And, well, it didn't happen. Thank God it didn't happen. Jussie was lying from the beginning. He was found guilty on 5 counts. It was 1 count that they found him not guilty on. And I was reading one of the jurors' statements, and they were saying the reason why...
Really quick.
Oh, child. At first, I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, what does he mean?
I said, wait a minute. I didn't even know. Because,
Yeah.
I said, oh, now I really got to go see for myself. But anyway.
I'm mad at this piece of... It seems like everybody has a connection.
Everybody has a connection. And you should have seen my face when I read it. I said, oh.
Right. Oh. But listen, there's no need... There's no nice way to say things, okay? Because...
No, it's not.
He lied.
That's right. That's right.
And made this up. He put all, white people already looking... crazy at white people, and now he got the people even look even worse if they were a Trump supporter because he said they was like Trump country, MAGA, all this and that.
It's like, was he
they put a noose around his neck. I'm trying to think who's walking around with a noose 2:00 in the morning in Chicago
in the snow.
Yes, and who went subway
in Chicago in the snow at 2:00 in the morning with a noose. Wow. Of all things to be carrying in your hand in Chicago at 2:00 in the morning in the snow.
Yeah.
Not a shovel. But a noose.
It's too damn cold. I don't even know what
I knew
Chicago
he was
weather
lying
feels
from
like
the
being cold.
moment I heard the story. I said,
I didn't believe. I'm not saying
lying.
I believed him in the beginning, but when shits kept coming out, the story wasn't adding up, and I felt bad. I felt so bad to the point where I edited parts of the video.
You did.
And Makael said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's right. The fuck
Put that shit back in there.
Because he's a liar. I don't know. It was just like a woman's intuition came over me.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Because I'm like, something's not making sense. Like, who is looking for Jussie Smollett to do this to him at that time of night? Like, and then who's walking to, of all places, Subway at 2 o'clock in the morning in the snow? Now, granted, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying people don't walk the Subway at 2 o'clock in the morning, especially if it's open, but not in the snow.
ain't no
Now, if it's nice out in the summertime, 2 o'clock in the morning on a late night, and you and your friends is hungry and y'all get up, that's something totally different. But in the middle of winter, no, I don't
remember when
think so.
people like when you when it's late that time of night, if you coming home from the club, tell nobody. I've never known nobody said, "I wish Subway was open."
Yeah, no, Kevin. No.
We got Checkers,
Wendy's,
McDonald's,
something like
yes.
that. Well, that's us.
Yeah.
Well, he probably goes to different types of clubs.
Well, he already told us what he like. He's like the bathhouses,
Yeah.
and he likes to do drugs.
Yeah, and then he then do other things inside.
Yeah,
the
but you know what, Justin? You put too much of your business out there for you to go down like that. Then you try to take down lemon with you.
Yeah.
Come on. And then you got somebody saying, be kind. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. He put too many people. Then you had Robin Roberts interview you, and you went up in there, you acted, and you cried.
Mm-hmm. And he did worse acting with her than he did on Empire.
And it's like, you want to believe him, but no. And then your family getting all involved. Like, Jussie, I do believe everybody can be redeemed.
Of course.
I don't know how you're going to redeem yourself.
This is not, I mean, first, can I just be honest with you?
Yes.
I've never heard, since he was on Empire, anybody yell, "Oh, Jussie Smollett needs to be in this movie." Okay, so that's one.
No.
So, he may just...
But
Empire just may have been,
but
Empire may have just been his claim to fame, and then now it's over
but he made history with that character, an openly black gay character.
Yeah, he did.
But
look how he tarnished the history of it. That you don't even think about that anymore. You think about the fact that he lied about something so stupid.
Yeah, Fox is like, you gotta go.
I don't know
who's be here.
I don't know who's going who's writing a script that says, "Oh, I can see," unless it's a liar. Who's writing a script for Jussie Smollett? Nobody's not writing a script for him.
He's doing his own little directed thing.
Yeah, unless he does from them straight to DVD movies, or he does them movies.
I seen him did something recently, and it's like, honestly, I be wanting to speak to the people that know Jussie, but I don't even put it out. I don't even say nothing. It's hard because it's just like
it's not hard for me. I don't even care to talk to them because the first thing I'm gonna say, he's a liar.
Yeah, he's a liar.
You know he's a liar, right?
And then everybody saying, "Well, I think that Chicago police ain't set him up."
No, they didn't set him up.
They found videos of him doing drive runs. Come on.
Let me tell you something. Yes, doing drive runs to see how it was all going to play out. Chicago police did not stop that night and say, "Oh, who can we set up tonight? Oh, Jussie Smollett has a flight coming in later on tonight. Let's set him up."
Now let me tell you something. If they worked that hard to find Jussie all them hours of investigating they can do the same thing for all the other murder stuff.
Yeah, they sure can. But you know what? Jussie Smollett, and you're absolutely right. And I'm not. But you know what? This is what happens when you think too much into what you're trying to do. Okay. You did all, like you said, you did all them drive runs. Did you honestly think that nobody was going to go back a few days to see, then they see you going back and circling the place?
Because I wouldn't have thought something like that.
Because he wasn't thinking, Kevin.
Yeah, clearly.
First of all, I wouldn't have even thought of doing what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like you said, he told all his business, told everybody he was in the bathhouse.
Yeah. And one of the jurors said the testimony they wanted the most was Frank Gadsden's. They wanted his testimony. And he was on the witness list, but he was never called. Now, I don't know what's that about. And they said Frank was the one that called the cops. So, Frank, what did you see that made you want to call the cops?
Well, Jussie went back to the apartment.
Yeah, but they said he kept taking the noose off.
I don't know. I just, I like Frank.
Yeah, but I want to know what he knows.
And I just hope that he wasn't involved in that shim because
he probably never gonna speak to me. And
who?
Frank. But I want to know, what did he know and when did he know it?
Yeah, see, I don't believe in my heart that he knew anything. I really don't. I just think that he was with the wrong person at the wrong time. And I'm not really putting this on. I'm not even putting this on Frank.
Has he ever said anything?
No, I'm not putting this on Frank, and I'm not even putting this on those two guys that Jussie hired. I'm putting this all on Jussie because it was his bright idea. As far as I know,
but I still want to know. I want to know.
You want to know what?
What did he know?
Oh, what did Frank know?
What did he think about? Yeah, I don't. What did he think about what happened? What do you think about people thinking that you may have something to do with it? I want to. It's just a lot of things that's. Now, and remember, because he was talking to one of his managers that was always in Australia as well.
Who? Jussie?
Yes, if I remember. You know, like, it's just a lot that went on, and he lied, and, you know, I don't think he's going to go to jail, but definitely he's going to have to pay, and he's going to have to do some community service. Mm-hmm. He's going to have to do that, but his image is forever tarnished. I don't know how he redeems himself. But everybody is
everybody's
has redeemable qualities. Some of us do. I think he's one of them. I just think that he made up a horrible lie. And if I was Jussie, I would be working with a great Olivia Pope, coming up with a great story on how you concocted this hate crime and what made you do it. And it needs to be believable. Mm-hmm. I mean, y'all better come up with something so good that is believable.
Right.
Like, I don't know, it could be mental health. It could be something. But we need to know something. And then you went on for 3 more years claiming your innocence. And now you want to appeal this. Jussie, I just say, leave this shit alone. Leave it alone. The juror said that you were not as believable as the brothers. And they felt like your lawyer was just shooting from the hip. I guess saying whatever would stick to create doubt. And it is what it is, Jussie. It's over. You know, it's over. But you're not going to stop me from sleeping at night. But I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to stop me from sleeping at night.
And Megan Thee Stallion, I just want to give a big shout out to and congratulations to for graduating from Texas Southern University this past weekend, and just to see her marching with her class, and she got a Texas Hero Award from the congressional
from Sheila Jackson Lee,
Texas, right? from I guess from her community in Houston, Texas. You know, she's just doing big things, and it's very inspiring to see that. Like, yes, I can rap, but I'm also smart, and I'm beautiful. And I got this goddamn degree. Like, that's everything. And it should be inspiring to all of our fans and to even people who may feel like, you know, it's too late. It's never too late to do what you want to do in life. And who's to say she could flop the next couple albums, but she got that degree she could stand on and continue to work in her field if she chooses to do so. Mm-hmm. So, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I don't understand why the Golden Globes is still going on if NBC is not going to air it on TV. I seen that they came out with nominations today.
Why aren't they airing it? What did I miss?
Because there was like sexual allegations and sexual assaults going on.
Against who?
I guess some people like within the Hollywood Foreign Press. Mm-hmm. And NBC was like, we're going to boycott for 2022. They still have a contract with them, but they said that we're not going to air them until they get their shit together. Mm-hmm. So celebrities are boycotting, publicists are boycotting, NBC are boycotting. What's the point of this show going on this year? Why not just say, you know what, we're not going to have it this year?
Well, I think I think they still want to honor the people who are,
for the field of 2020.
For their field. I mean, come on, because if you don't, now you don't necessarily have to air it. Mm-hmm. You could just have the awards. Whoever wins, have it sent to their house. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily.
That's if they wear it.
Yeah, that's if they want. I would want my Golden Globe.
It
I mean,
a
I don't.
story,
I mean,
you know?
not everybody in the Hollywood foreign press is accused of sexual harassment.
No,
so
they want them to fix some things.
Yeah, but I still want my award if I win. I want my award. Send me my award. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a televised ceremony. It doesn't even have to be a ceremony. If I win, send me my award.
Yeah,
but
so your girl is nominated.
I see. She's nominated. Will Smith is. Cynthia Erivo.
Ellis. Jennifer Hudson didn't get a nomination.
Well, I told you that.
I was surprised because normally with a Golden Globe, you would come up.
I keep telling y'all, Jennifer Hudson already won her awards for Dreamgirls. I don't know why y'all keep thinking that she's going to keep. She's not. It's
I
one and done.
I don't think after watching the movie, I don't think.
Yeah, one and done.
It was
she's
Oscars,
not.
But
Jennifer Hudson did her thing in Dreamgirls. She won her awards, and that's it. I think now. I think I said this a few months ago. She did a good job in Respect. Mm-hmm. She did a good job. I don't have anything bad to say about her in Respect. But for me, I was watching Jennifer Hudson play Effie White play Aretha Franklin in Respect. And, so no, Effie White has already won an Oscar. I mean, Jennifer Hudson has already won an Oscar for Effie White. Effie White is never going to win an Oscar for playing Aretha Franklin. No. Because Effie White is not a real person.
But not even, I thought that maybe even Marlon Wayans would probably get something.
He was not.
But
You thought he was good in that movie?
I think he was.
I like
him. I'm not saying it was his best. I'm talking about it's Golden Globes.
Yeah, no.
Golden Globes nominate everybody.
Yeah, they do, but they nominate.
But they didn't get even for musical or I thought that but no.
First of all, that was his first serious role, and you could tell it was his first serious role.
And Jennifer did get a nomination for her songwriting for
she did.
The movie.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
She was recognized in some way. Yes. But I really. Did tell me that? So Cynthia got nominated. What's the husband? Her husband, Angela Bassett's husband. I can't remember his
Courtney
name.
B. Vance.
Yes,
I don't remember him
because I think he was good, and I don't think because he didn't get no shine at the Emmys. I don't even think he got nominated at the Emmys. A couple months.
He didn't play her husband in there.
No, he played her father.
Yeah.
I know. I'm talking about Angela Bassett's husband is Courtney B. Vance. But I couldn't remember his name. Yeah. So I'm like, her husband. What's her husband's name? Yeah, let me see. I can't even unlock my phone. Hold on, give me 1 second.
I didn't think that certain people would get nominated. Certain people were good, but
nomination.
It wasn't like Marlon Wayans was okay, but I would never say, he needs to be nominated for an award for this role. Why? Because he did his first serious role. No, he wasn't award. I didn't see it. No.
Oh, he did get nominated.
As a matter of fact, I think they could have actually casted a better actor than Marlon Wayans to play her husband.
Yeah, he didn't get nominated for Genius. I am surprised because I think he did such a good job. They did a good job telling that story.
Cynthia Erivo getting nominated just goes to show you how good of a job she did, especially being as though Aretha Franklin's family and people on that side did not even want that movie to come out.
Yeah, because that series told the real story.
And the fact that before the series came out, I saw a lot of big Aretha Franklin fans agreeing with the family. And then some of them afterwards hit me up and was like, listen, I know I said this, but I'm going to take my words back.
Yeah.
She did a good
She
job.
did.
Yeah, she did. She really did.
I like when they even put her in the fat suit.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Okay.
She did a good job. And you know what else I like too? When all of that shit was coming down with her family and with a lot of fans who were trying to boycott it, she never responded to the negativity. Mm-hmm. She just kept a cool head. Right. And let the chips fall where they may. And they fell in her favor. Because now look, she's nominated for a Golden Globe and nobody else is. Mm-hmm. And when I say nobody else, you'll know what I mean.
And y'all know every time.
I'm just saying.
They kept paying. Anytime Cynthia Erivo was in the audience and Jennifer Hudson on that stage,
yep.
BET found a way to put that camera
on her. But you know what?
I know what that's about.
Yeah, we already know what that's about. But can I just say this? Even if Cynthia does not win for Genius, even if she doesn't win for Genius, that's okay. You know why that's okay? Because she was nominated and she was recognized.
And
that's okay. Because I'm going to tell you like this. I don't know if Cynthia, if you ever see this video, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you like this. There were so many people in my DMs. Well, not, I'm going to back it up. There were so many people saying how they did not want Genius to even release your version of it. And then after it came out, there were so many people hitting me up privately saying how good of a job you did. And they were like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said nothing. Yeah.
And first of all, Nat Geo waited.
Yes.
Okay? Because that Aretha movie was best supposed to come out.
Yeah.
They waited. So all the accolades and shit, it could have probably went to Jennifer for 2020. I don't know. But they actually waited, and then it was like, well, fuck, we're not going to keep waiting.
We're not going to keep waiting.
And it was a good series.
Right.
It was.
And same thing for Will Smith. This might be Will Smith's time.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't win, good job, Will Smith, because you were nominated. Good job. You know, and I still haven't seen the movie, but I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about him in the movie. You know what? I want to go see
Gucci.
Yes, I want to go see that. I need to go see that.
I gotta find time to go see it. You know, I really want to see it. But Lady Gaga got nominated
for Golden Globe for her role.
Best Actress.
See, I didn't get to her part of the nominations, but that's good.
Yeah.
She may be nominated for an Oscar.
You never know. I think so. I think
she's already an Oscar winner.
I think her acting was so good that it screamed, "Oh, this bitch about to get nominated."
See, there are some musicians that can transition over to film really good. Lady Gaga has proven to be one of those musicians. She does well in music, and then she does well on screen. A lot of musicians can't do that, male or female. A lot of them can't do that, and she's proven that she can. She's proven that she can because she's been nominated for several awards, and she's won an Oscar. What was it, like 2 years ago? For her song
"Shallow."
What? That's the name of the song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's proven that she can do the damn thing. You know. Yeah.
So it's Be Alive, Dos Ori.
What are you reading?
Guitas? I don't know what that is.
Where you at?
Right here.
Who's that for?
That's the best original song. Down the Joy, Here I Am, Singing My Way Home, Respect, and No Time to Die, Billie Eilish. Let me see. Best actor in a supporting role in any motion picture, Ben Affleck, Jamie Dornan, Ciarán Hinds, Troy Kotsur, and Cody Smith McPhee. I don't know who none of these people are except for Ben Affleck. Best actress in a supporting role, Anjanou Ellis, Ruth Negga, Kirsten Dunst. Really?
Where'd you see Anjanou Ellis?
Right there.
Oh, right there.
Cambridge. Oh, I'm telling y'all, when she and Richard was in that kitchen and they was going back and forth,
was that kitchen scene?
Bitch.
Let me ask you this. You should already know what I'm about to ask. Was their kitchen scene better than Idris Elba and Beyonce's kitchen scene?
Bitch, yes. You know, come on, you tried.
What you say? Get your prophylactics. I don't care what you're going to go. I don't know.
Bitch, I've never even heard that word before. We don't even talk like that.
No.
We say get your condoms. Get everything out. Get the shit.
Condoms, get the fuck out. And sometimes we don't tell you to get your shit. Sometimes your shit is waiting for you when you come home. And it's waiting for you outside of the door. So you won't have no reason to come in the door.
All right. Bitch, she got Richard together in that kitchen. I couldn't believe it.
I saw the table read. So I think Will Smith did on his Instagram. He posted the table read. So he posted. It was like a split screen. He posted the table read where him and all the actors are all sitting around a table like this, a big table like this, and they're reading their together. And the girl who played Serena is sitting next to him, and she's crying and she's reading the script. And then he's sitting there getting emotional, and then whatever the case may be. And then they showed the actual scene that they were reading from the film or whatever. And I said, this is so decent to watch stuff like that, like behind the scenes of them doing their thing, whatever. But yeah, I think this is Will Smith's time. Like I said, I haven't seen King Richard, but everybody
got HBO Max, you should borrow their code before it expires.
Well, I can do it myself. HBO Max?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on HBO Max. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you did tell me that.
Do you have it with the commercials or without the commercials?
I don't know, because I'm one of those people that I will subscribe to something when I want to watch something, and then
Let me tell you, I have spent too much money. Because once, my bank and stuff, they switched everything. So, every time they say, they were like, make sure you get all your stuff in order because, you have stuff coming out automatically. I didn't realize that everybody was just getting money from everywhere. Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, what's that StreamYard shit? It was just so much coming out my account every month. And now that I switch cards, everybody like, oh, bitch, you owe us. Don't, how dare you? Uber Eats, DoorDash. I did not, it's just too many subscriptions. And everybody, I just want y'all to keep your eye out on all that shit that comes out of your account every month. Like, it is crazy.
Yes.
I'm really like, look, friends, which one of y'all, let's split this, because it's just too much. And then on top of that, I got Hulu now with the cable. So that's the big chunk. Then Verizon. Then on top of that, bitch, rent. Oh my God, it's just too much.
Yeah, when I watch certain things, if it's certain thing, I will watch it and then I will unsubscribe. So
yes, I need to learn that.
Yeah, that's what I do. And then I'll make sure, because a lot of it's free for 1 month. So you watch it for the month.
Because I'm going to watch BMF. Everybody keep talking about BMF. You don't like it?
BMF had the potential of being a really good show. The problem is the acting is horrible. It is horrible, Kevin. It's like they're just like, you told me, oh, what do you think? It's like you're watching one of them old Korean movies with the subtitles.
Now, did Mary J. Blige do a better acting job in Power than
Mary J. Blige could have been on BMF.
Oh, God. She would have been right on there. Oh, my God.
Right on there. The mom, I'm trying to figure out what show or movie I used to see the mom on BMF. She's horrible. It's just horrible. Like, it's just horrible. And like I said, the show has potential of being a good show because it's a good story about these two drug dealers, how they started out. But it's like, yeah, y'all should have scrapped this and hired better writers, better scene locations. It's just all over the place.
They happened to get a season 2 before he even came.
And then one of the guys that plays this main character, he's the son of, playing his father.
Yeah.
And it's just like, y'all, for all that, y'all could have hired somebody else, because he's not good either. He's just good on the eyes. But he's not good.
Nice looking.
Yeah. But both of the brothers are nice looking on the show. Both of the actors that play are nice looking, but it's like, it's horrible. Like, it's like I'm watching an amateur.
Did I play? I play that got scenes.
Yeah. A play that got scenes, right. A school play.
Mahershala Ali got another nomination for the Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth.
And I never even heard that movie. And
is this Macbeth like the?
I don't know. I just told you I never heard the movie. And I just seen him the other day on the red carpet. And Denzel Washington is old now.
Yeah, he's almost 70.
He is old, Kevin. They asked him about Damson Idris, the guy who.
Yeah, I didn't even know who he was. So I'm not gonna act like I did.
Well, that's what Denzel Washington. And I felt so bad. Did you see that interview?
I haven't seen it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, oh my God! So the lady, he was on the red carpet.
He said no disrespect, right?
And he, well, first she started off, and Damson. Well, you don't watch Snowfall, so those of us who watch Snowfall, we know exactly who he is. Great, really good actor. Great on the eyes too. And he does really, really good impersonations. He does a good impersonation of Jay-Z, and he does a really good impersonation of Denzel Washington. And I follow him on Instagram, and you can tell he's just an all-around nice guy. He's also from London, so he knows how to channel his accent or whatever. And if you don't, you would forget that he's from London, because in Snowfall, it takes place in the 80s in Los Angeles. And of course, he doesn't have an accent, but he's from over there. And he's a really nice guy, and he's been doing his impersonations of Denzel recently a lot, and he's been posting it. And when the interviewer asked Denzel on the red carpet, how does he feel about Damson doing it, and does he think? And Denzel was like, who? And then he looked at his publicist and said, I don't know, who is that? And the guy said, I don't know who it is either. And I'm like, oh my God. And then Denzel said, no disrespect. He didn't say it in a mean way. He was sincere, like, I don't know who he is. And the crazy thing about it is, if you don't watch Snowfall, you wouldn't know who he is. And a lot of people who watch Snowfall, I feel like, don't even know Damson Idris is his name, because we all call him Franklin, because that's his character's name on Snowfall, Franklin Saint. So it's understandable that Denzel
like an episode. Did they like break in somebody's house like in the beginning of the season?
It's like 2 or 3 seasons, so I couldn't even tell you if they did or not.
Yeah, I think I did, but go ahead.
But it's a really good show. It's about the drug and how this young black guy and his friends in the 80s started selling drugs. Whatever, they lived in Los Angeles. They started making a lot of money, and it's really, really good.
Is it based on a true story? Or?
I don't think it's based on a true story. Of course, it's based on the crack epidemic, but I don't think it's not based on a true story. But it's a really good show, and I just felt bad, and you could tell that Denzel didn't mean any harm, but Damson, what he did was.
He responded?
He responded, but he responded in a really good way. So apparently the interviewer was pronouncing his name wrong anyway. So he responded back like, from now on I'm going by this name because she was pronouncing his name wrong. But yeah, but I said this, and save this video. I bet you with all of that confusion, Denzel gonna cast him in his next movie.
Never know.
Because now Denzel is going to probably look into who he is.
Oh, I'm sure he
and
did.
And now that Denzel is doing a lot of directing now, y'all gonna be like, oh my God. I said, this is gonna, because Damson took it well. He was like, he took it well. And then Denzel was like, no disrespect, but I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know. And then I felt even more bad when he turned around with his publicist and said, you know what this is? And the guy said, no, I don't know what it is. So, oh my God.
Was his publicist black?
No, it's white. But oh my God, nobody knows what this man is. You know somebody. How did y'all know who he is? I mean, Snowfall's a big show on TV and nobody knows who he is. I'm like, oh my God. But I mark my words. I feel like Denzel is going to cast that man in one of his future projects. And it's just going to be, I'm just going to be so happy for him when that does happen. Because he's a good actor. He's a good actor and he's young. He's nice looking. And
they probably had conversations and we just don't even know about it yet.
Who? After that whole debacle, I hope so. Because like I said, Denzel didn't mean no harm, and the guy, he took it well. Because like I said, he reposted, and he was like, "Now I'm going to start going by this name." Because she was, and at first I'm like, "Well, is she pronouncing
how was she pronouncing it?
I thought she was pronouncing it right, but apparently he said she's not. But that's his name, so he knows how his name's pronounced. Right. So
you might have said his name wrong the whole time. Is it Idris or Idris?
This is why I call him Franklin Saint.
Franklin, okay.
When you say Franklin Saint, anybody who watches Snowfall, you know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay. Now, Dr. Dre and Marsha Ambrosius are releasing a joint album together. Now, I don't know what it's going to sound like. I have no idea, but I do know that she was signed to his label back. I don't know. She probably still is signed. I don't know what it's going to sound like. I'm just excited to hear that, somebody still has some belief in Marsha. To even, be like, look, we might as well just do an album together. Like, that is, to me, that's so
And then the legendary Dr.
Yes. Come on. And I know he got his things going on right now. His divorce. I think it's so stupid that he's out here celebrating the divorce. That's stuff women do.
Right.
And I just don't like...
And then at his age...
Yes, he's 50-something. He got to be close to 60.
Right.
I'm just curious to hear what it sounds like. So Marsha, I'm happy for you. I seen y'all picture and stuff like that. Go ahead and do your thing. Dr. Oz is leaving his TV show. Now the rest, we got to be forced to watch his daughter cook. Now Daphne Oz is not a bad person because I used to watch her on The Chew, but now this nepotism thing is really getting out of hand, and she's going to be taking over the Dr. Oz slot. Like, if people want to watch cooking, that's what the cooking channel is for, okay? I mean, you got the cooking channel.
Well, Rachel Ray wasn't on the cooking channel.
Yeah, but still. Rachel Ray has paid her dues.
Yeah, she has.
Daphne Oz
is she still on TV?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I don't watch
2 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't watch cooking shows because I don't cook.
I noticed that she's, but everybody, because I even got bigger, but I'm just like, damn, Rachel,
Yeah. But like you said, she's paid her dues.
Yeah.
She's been on for a long time. And
but
she's a mom.
You would think that she'd be like, well, let's have a challenge or something. But the pandemic and everything, like...
What kind of challenge?
A challenge, like, bitch, let's do something where we can lose weight together. Because I think that Rachel, to be a cooking... I don't want nobody to think I'm being mean, but I'm just like, damn, like...
Well, I mean, but it's not a health show, it's a cooking show.
It's a cooking show.
And she's eating good.
Yeah, and
that's what happens.
And she has Dr.
But she's not
on there,
cooking.
right?
she's cooking food that a lot of her stuff may not be healthy. And she's a woman, and she's a mom, and I don't say anything.
I'm not trying to come at her, but I'm just,
because we all put on a few pounds.
Bitch, I know, and I'm trying to get it down. Because you know what? I actually bigger than what I was when I was big back on YouTube time. But I don't look that way. I don't look that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't look like that person.
Does that say Thunder?
No, that's somebody I know who's on the Citizens Act. They put the letter and then their last name.
Oh, I thought they said Thunderstorm. I'm gonna say Thunderstorm.
Yeah, I'm like, I hope not. Did you see that thing on Saturday talking about thunderstorm warning, shelter in place or whatever?
I wasn't in Philly on Saturday.
Oh,
that was in Lancaster, so
it was like get what you need to get because it's about to.
And it didn't even happen. No.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about the thunderstorms that happened over in Kentucky and over in the Midwest. My condolences to all of y'all out there going through it. It's scary because they said it just came out of nowhere, and you had people working in a candle factory, and they lost some of their staff. There's a video where the girl was on Facebook Live, and this is like even after everything happened, she couldn't even move, and they said she was under like 5 feet of debris. She said all she could do is her feet was just stuck, and one of the coworkers like, I guess this is how I die. She's like, we ain't got time for that shit. I ain't trying to hear that. No, we're like, we done, we're not going to do that. We're not going to say that. We're not even going to talk like that. And they survived. It's just that, I'm glad Joe Biden is helping them and they doing it quick. It's just so crazy because imagine if the way they make these houses in Philly now, if these houses over there, they would be going just like that.
Yeah.
I think they need to make these houses a little bit better. When you know that you're living in a tornado zone or where something can happen, because it just looked like, like when they were like, he huffed and puffed and blew the house down, that's exactly what that stuff looks like. And it's just stuff just strewn all everywhere. It's just sad, it's horrific to see. And I think they should, I don't know if they can, but I know that if they got restrictions to how buildings should be made in California, due to earthquakes, they need to do the same thing on how these houses are built when it comes to tornadoes.
Right.
Something needs to be done because it's so sad to see everybody's life, their dreams. I'm gonna say a thing about it, but you have pictures, shit in your family things that you've had for years, and then it just all go away, and there's nothing you can do about it. That is so sad.
It is. Let me tell you something. I know exactly what you mean because today, I traded in my old car, so you know how my car looked.
But she was still here. And it got you from A to B.
And it got me.
And when they used to say, "Can you take me to 20 seconds?"
Yeah, and it got me from 20
broken door.
Yes. Okay. And I never got the door fixed. Never. I didn't even look at her when they told her to wait to that. I didn't look at her.
Oh.
But listen, I was cleaning out the trunk. And it was so much, I had 6 bags worth of trash in my trunk. So I was cleaning out the trunk. And as I was going through stuff in the trunk, I'm looking, and luckily I didn't take shit and throw it away. Because there were a lot of old photo albums that I had gotten from my aunt's house, my grandmother's last surviving sister. And for some odd reason, I had put the books in the trunk, and I can't even tell you when I put the photo albums in the trunk. And I'm going through the albums, and I'm taking, because they were old, so a lot of the stuff was, so I'm going to looking, and there was some beautiful pictures of my grandmother and her 3 sisters from the 70s. And I already knew that my grandmother and her sisters traveled. But I mean, I'm going to the album, and they were here and there and there. And then I'm flipping and seeing pictures of their parents, my great-grandparents, at home or outside. And I'm like, this is awesome. Like, and I was getting, and I'm thinking, while you were saying that about those people, I'm thinking to myself, imagine losing all of that. Or imagine if I was just not even thinking and just throwing shit. They were beautiful pictures that I had in my trunk for the longest and didn't even realize they were in the trunk of my car. And I'm like, so I can't even imagine those people who lost all that shit in the storm.
Yeah.
I can't. Even I for some odd reason, I kept saying I want to watch Titanic again. So I started watching it because it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix until December 31st.
Oh my God, I need to watch it.
So I'm almost finished. But then I started thinking about there were people who were going from Europe to America for the first time to start a new life, and they lost everything on that shit when it sank. And I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you think about stuff like that, and you realize how grateful you are, you know, but even more grateful that those people who survived were able to survive. But I feel sorry for the people because I didn't realize, I thought it was a tornado. Like I wasn't really understanding what happened in Kentucky because when it happened this weekend, I was not really paying attention to the news. It happened on Saturday? No.
This weekend. I don't know exactly.
Friday or Saturday, but I know I was busy and I really wasn't paying attention to the news. I was just seeing bits and pieces and I was just like, wait, what? But it's sad. It really is sad. And I like my heart goes out to those people.
Died. Like it's just you don't really hear about 70 people. You might hear like 1 or 2.
Right.
But this thing, it did some damage. It really did, and I'm glad that Congress is out there working together and doing something to help these people in the Midwest.
That's why I said these new homes that they're building here in Philly would not stand a
chance. No, they make these houses in 2 weeks. Okay. And it's like I'm like I know water is leaking somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Right.
You know, how brand. What you go upstairs in that room and that's a big wet spot. And I was, oh my God! And they said, yeah, every time it rains, it pours. Yeah, I can say.
They just make them so quick.
They just make them so quick.
They don't. It's not made with love or anything. It's just.
That's why I said, give me a brick house.
Yeah, let's get these Temple students in here and we're done. Yeah, and we're out.
And we're done.
It didn't charge you. Mind you, they charge you. So much, like $2,000. They be like, all right, 5 people, $2,000. Probably want more than that, and they're charging you all of this money. Just this. Did you see 20th and Burks? Remember that used to be like a little auto shop. Now they got a 3-story thing right there.
20th and Burks,
right across from the health center. Remember?
Yeah.
Now they got them out. I said, look how fast they put this.
Even next to the church. On 22nd Street, it seems to be more. Across the street from the King Center.
Oh, they put houses there?
Next to the church. You know how it was a lot? The church that I told you I would go visit with my church. It's 2 houses on either side of the church because the church is closed down there and I think they turned the church into an apartment. Yes! And I mean big houses, Kevin. You have to see.
I haven't been down North Philly in so long.
Yep. Remember how it was that big lot at the corner?
Right.
They always been a lot. It's like 3. I don't even know if they're houses or like condos or whatever the case may be. But they're there. And it's on top, which lets me know that the church, they sold the pastor of the church.
He still had Sunday service?
No, they joined our church.
Oh.
Yeah, him and his wife joined my church. Because remember, I told you he's my pastor's pastor. He's my pastor's pastor. Yeah, that one. He's my pastor. You remember. You bitch. Oh boy.
Sorry. So they joined your church.
Yeah.
When?
Because I wasn't there that Sunday. Maybe about a month ago. I wasn't there that particular Sunday. And you know, he's my pastor's pastor. He ordained and licensed my pastor. And whenever he had his anniversaries, he would invite my pastor to preach for his anniversary and vice versa. And he has different, sons and daughters in the ministry. And he joined, and they said that when he joined our church, my pastor was crying and everything, whatever, because my pastor looks at him as his father, his spiritual father. And I said, that's a blessing that your spiritual father, his church closed, up, and then he came and joined, your church, because he has a bunch of spiritual sons and daughters in the ministry. He could have joined any one of their churches, but he came and, joined yours.
Now, he still lives in North Philly, or?
I actually don't know where he lives, Kevin. Yeah, I just know the church was in North Philly, but I don't know where he lives.
Yeah. So we went from Dr. Dre to Dr. Oz. But yeah, Dr. Oz, let me talk about all the extra stuff. You need to get over the fact that Philadelphia is not naming you as Dr. Oz. Your name is Mehmet Oz.
Mimic
your
us.
name. That's what you're going to be recognized at.
Right.
Nobody's going to give you any fame. You're not even a Pennsylvania fucking resident. You live in New Jersey.
Right.
How you going to come over here and try to be a senator in our state, come on our airwaves and tell us about how we do things? Go back over to New Jersey.
That's right.
And do what y'all do over there.
That's
and
right.
when I seen the commercial, I said, oh my God, he's talking like those Republicans. All of y'all think like, okay, if we talk like Donald Trump, it's going to get people to vote for us. And no, I think what they need to start doing is they need to get together and run ads saying that Dr. Oz is not from here. Mm-hmm. He's from fucking Jersey. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Oz, when your name goes on that ballot, it's not going to say Dr. fucking Oz, bitch. It's going to say Mehmet Oz. Mm-hmm. That's your name. Mm-hmm. That's what we're going to recognize you as. Mm-hmm. And I'm tired of everybody, every celebrity thinking they could just run and do shit. Look how you talked about the pandemic on your show. Look how you talking about, kids shouldn't wear face masks. I'm tired of this. Listen, it's kids passing around this virus too. You know, now we got even our state. See, I don't even know who's on our state Supreme Court or none of that stuff. When do they come up for elections? I don't know none of that shit. But now they're saying that, in Pennsylvania now it's up to the school district on if they're going to wear a mask or not. And I get so sick and tired of people saying, oh, well, our kids shouldn't be a mask. Your kids can get the virus too. It's a possibility that your kids can die. Even if they can't die, they can pass it on to someone who you don't want to have the virus. Mm-hmm. And I hope that some of you guys, please, if you haven't been vaccinated, get vaccinated. And, you know, I'd be so mad. You know, when we talk about the vaccinations, and then you look at people who are, I'm not vaccinated. I'm not letting them put this in me. And then you're one of the reasons why we got more variants out there.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So I hung up on the phone. I hung up on somebody last week because they called me asking me 6:30 in the morning. I'm at work. And I just woke up at work. They called me to ask me about a religious exempt from getting the vaccine. So I said, well, I don't know, because I had the vaccine. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So who? Oh, I need a religious exempt. What do you need a religious exempt for? Oh, because I don't want, my job is now making us get it, and I don't want to take it. I said, well, then why do you need to fake, like, as a, you know, long story short, we're going back and forth. I hung up on them. Because I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this bullshit at 6:30 in the fucking morning. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So I'm at church yesterday. And one of the members, you know, after service, you know, everybody talking. So I said, oh, you know, so I asked her about her son. I said, yeah, his son. So she said, yeah, because he don't want to get the vaccine. I said, huh? She said, yeah, his job, he used a religious exempt. I said, he used a religious exempt. I said, but 90% of the churches in this country are actually, so what religious exempt is he using? Because this religion is not exempting people from getting the vaccine. So what is he? She said, it's this new church he go to. I said, what the hell is going on? Like, because if I was that person, I said, well, wait a minute. Most of the churches, especially in Philly, are having COVID vaccine sites where you can come get the vaccine.
People are making it worse for themselves.
They are making it worse for themselves, Kevin. People are just using anything just to say, I don't want to get the vaccine. Now you're lying.
Somebody who hosted a Thanksgiving dinner, you know, people came over there. Everybody got sick. The owner of the house died. Like, it was just so sad. It's just so sad to hear that. And we should not be having to keep telling the truth. And now we're at 800,000 deaths. Like, come on, y'all. We got to be better, do better. And stop saying, oh, I'm waiting to see what happens. It's 180 million people vaccinated. What do you think? Are we going to turn into zombies?
Then the guy that I hung up on, I said, well, you know, because I know, guess what he said? Oh, because I know a few people who died from getting the vaccine. I said, oh, you do you? I said, who do you know? Oh, it doesn't matter who I know. I just know a few people. So I said, well, how many is a few? Like, how many? Oh, I know about a couple. I said, well, is it a couple or a few? Because a couple is two. Okay? Oh, I know a few. It don't really matter. I don't got to get into who I know. I said, wow, y'all just... It's just the lies are going on as you go along.
Lies on top of lies.
Lies on top of lies. Jussie Smollett. Okay? I'm about to start calling folks. You know, And I couldn't believe the lady at my church yesterday when she told me about her son. She said, yeah, because he used the religion. I said, wait a minute. But we're all the same religion, and 90% of the churches in the city are pushing their members to get vaccinated. So what? She said, yeah, this new church he go to, I don't know what they doing over there. I said, I'm not even going to say what I said. But she started laughing when I said it. Yeah. So he needs to leave that girl. I don't know what church you took him to.
Oh, God.
You can't go to everybody's church. Yeah. That's what Andrew Caldwell said. Stop visiting everybody's churches during this pandemic. That's what he said.
Y'all get along yet? Y'all get along? You gonna pick him
That's
up?
one thing I can say that Andrew Caldwell said right. Stop visiting everybody's church. Because you can't go to everybody's church.
Yes. Please give me. I need to work on getting my my booster. I need to get because it's time for me to get my booster. I can get my booster and I'll be okay. I'm just tired of all these new variants coming out. It's variants that we probably don't know about, but as long as you refuse to get vaccinated, this virus will be able to mutate in different bodies and all these different things are going to come out. Thank God we haven't heard anything too bad about the Omicron virus. I think like the last time I read something, it was like only one person has been hospitalized, but like I guess all the other cases are now the Delta variant. That's how fast it's just everything is Delta now. It done took over everything. Everything's Delta. Now we don't need to keep going down all of this. I don't know if this is a Greek word, Omicron. I don't know where it came from, but come on, y'all.
Come the fuck on, right?
We got to do better. And if you can get your children vaccinated, get your children vaccinated as well.
That's right.
So the student, speaking of children, the principal named Brandy Smith, who is the principal for LeBron James Our Primary School, she just resigned after slapping a student in the face for cursing. Now he had a mask on, and she slapped him so hard that his lip still was busted through the fucking mask. Yes. So and then she called the student's mother, told the mother, I slapped your son. And yeah. So yeah,
because she thought maybe the mother would agree with her. Yeah. Well, what did she say the child did to make her do something like that?
He cursed. He was cursing. I don't know what curse words he said. I don't know who he cursed at. But
if kids got to keep their hands to themselves, so do adults.
Yeah,
and you have to
for sure.
You have to let the parents deal with that. Yeah. And if the parents are not dealing with it, then you take that child out of the. He can't be here using that language. But you don't take it upon yourself to smack somebody's child in the mouth. Now, if that mother came up there and punched her in the fucking mouth.
Yeah. It would have been.
Oh, you slapped him in the mouth? Okay, I'm on my way up there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'd have made it seem like I'm on her side. Okay. Oh, he did that? Okay, I'm on my way up there. And got there and punched her fucking lights out.
Yeah, when it comes to being a teacher, you cannot. I believe in self-defense, but I don't believe in just assaulting children. It's not like how it was where, hold your hand out, hit them with the ruler, or make them bend over. Or
I never go to no school where they did that. I only heard of Catholic schools doing that.
Oh, no. We did it in public school, too.
Oh, yeah, I ain't never go to no schools that did that. No.
Yeah, they had the rulers taped up. Hold your hand out.
Yeah, I never went to school.
Oh, yeah, or you had to bend over with a book on your back, or stand with your arms out with books in your hand.
See, you did that at home, and the bending over. And the bending over with a book on your back. I did that when I was an adult.
Oh, really?
And it wasn't a book.
We was taking Instagram.
It wasn't a book.
Oh God!
I was trying to see if I could balance this cup. Oh my bad.
Did it work? Oh God! You know what? I'm not doing this too early. What else we got? Yeah. So the principal, she's resigned. I haven't. LeBron hasn't said anything yet. Now LeBron has a lot to say about everything.
Okay.
But he hasn't said nothing about this.
He knows how to say.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He talks about everything.
Yeah.
It's just, just like I said when they asked him a question about should the fans get vaccinated. Oh no, that's not my place to say. But you say everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Kyle, and I'm not a defender or supporter of Kyle Rittenhouse. But Kyle Rittenhouse did an interview and he said,
fuck LeBron.
Yeah, because in the interviewer, I guess it was a podcast, they said, well, how did you feel when LeBron James called you out for, they said he said you was fake crying. He said, well, I genuinely was a real fan of LeBron James. He said, but then when he did that, I said, well, fuck him, I'm not a fan no more. He said, I was a fan of the Lakers and all that. And now, once I heard him say that, and I
But
said,
you know what? I'm sure the Lakers do not care that.
No. Trust me, they don't care, and neither does LeBron James, and neither do I. But see, LeBron James again is always saying something.
Yeah,
always,
yeah.
always.
So we'll see what happens. Now, Fox News Christmas tree got set on fire. Now, Peter Ducey going to ask Jen Psaki today about the Christmas tree. Well, listen, if you feel that strongly about it, you can say something to law enforcement in New York City. Like, what the fuck?
That's what she told
What
him.
do you want? And she answered it so cute. You know, like, what do you want her to say? How does Joe Biden feel about Christmas trees being set up? Bitch, that's Fox News.
Right.
How did Fox News feel about the fucking government being raided on January the 6th? Oh, everybody's downplaying it. Oh, it wasn't a rude person.
Woo.
Everybody was well
And she
better
would
than
have
how to
answered
walk
that,
in. Yeah.
and then leaned over that podium. Let me ask you this: how did Fox News feel about the government? Okay, being raided, okay, by them honky tonks on January the 6th. Okay,
Right.
when you get that information from me, then I'll get the information on how Joe Biden feels about a goddamn Christmas tree being burnt at Fox News.
They made it seem like it was the worst thing. Now, this is the Christmas tree set on fire. But y'all seen what happened at the Capitol and y'all downplayed.
And now they're down. Oh no, they were tourists. There was just a few of them that were rowdy.
Yeah.
It's not everybody.
It wasn't all of them.
Yeah, it wasn't all of them. I mean, this went on for about 6 hours that day.
So it's a war on
And I
Christmas.
could not believe that it was going on for that long at the U.S. Capitol.
Right.
Hours. Not an hour. Hours with an S.
Tell them, I love y'all, please go home.
Yes! Hours. I went to the store and came back and it was still live on TV. And I could not believe it.
I had to go to North Philly that day. And my coworker said, "You heard that they stormed the Capitol?" I said, "What are you talking about?"
I
looked on my
posted
phone.
something, I think on Facebook or something. I said, everybody turn to TV. I'm going to find that post too. I said, they're storming the Capitol. What is going on? I turned to CNN and I said, what am I watching? I didn't even know what I was watching. The fuck is going on? And you want to ask me about a goddamn Christmas tree? You kidding me? He doesn't feel any way about it.
Right.
Okay? Just like they don't feel any way about what happened on January 6th. Who the fuck fixed them damn windows and mirrors and shit they broke at that Capitol building? Because somebody had to fix that.
Yeah, and you see that black man, he said, I don't think they can even fix it. I don't even
You
think they
know,
can fix it.
well, I'm just saying somebody had to fix it.
Yeah. I know one thing. We paid for it.
Yeah. Well, Fox News is going to pay for another goddamn tree.
Yeah, they took $500,000. Mind you, Makael, it wasn't even a real Christmas tree. It was a frame that had Christmas decorations all around.
But that's all right.
For $500,000?
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. But if you got the money to pay for a damn frame Christmas tree, then you got the money to send down to the Capitol building and say, here's for a few doors that our viewers busted up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the girl got shot trying to go through one of the windows.
And let me ask you something. Am I supposed to feel sorry for her? Okay. Because the first thing I'm going to say, just like my mother told me years ago on Mystery Night, Mischief, whatever the hell it was called.
Mischief Night or Mystery Night, whatever
when I was outside and I got hit by an egg. And I ran in the house crying, thinking my mother was going to go defend me. She said, well, your ass shouldn't have been out there in the first place. Her ass shouldn't have been in there.
Trying to get through the window.
Trying to get through the window. What did she think was going to happen?
Talking about, they protected him. And the shooter came out and was like, yeah, I had to do that.
I had to do what I had to do. Because if it wasn't going to be her, it was going to be me.
Yeah, and I was protecting them. Yeah, all of y'all was hiding and shit. Yep. Now all of a sudden, this ain't
all the Republicans was hiding them the chairs and the desks and in the offices, and now it was just tourists.
Yeah, there was. You would have. You know what that guy say? If it wasn't January 6th, you would have thought that this was I can't. But that's
something that didn't make sense.
Something like he said, like you would think that it was just people touring the White House.
Just touring the Capitol. Yeah.
Really?
Okay, all right. But I tell you, I've been to the Capitol. I've been on the tour inside the Capitol, and we ain't never
seen nothing like that.
I couldn't even tell you where our office was at because they didn't even take us to the area where I couldn't tell you where no offices were or where any bathrooms
that's
were.
Why they
didn't see any signs of any of those things when we went on those tours. That's how you know that they, like you said, had a dry run before then because you didn't see any of that. And we had a good tour at the Capitol when we went, an excellent tour. Yeah. Not a shiny sign that said restaurant.
or
Nancy
I'm about to
Pelosi.
say AOC.
Or AOC. So how did you find her office? Yeah, okay. Hope fucking okay.
And speaking of hoax, y'all, Zach Stacy, former NFL player, says that video we seen last month of him beating up his girlfriend in the house, that was staged. Talk about she know that I be having my, I'm trying to get to know my son and all of that, and she's trying to find a way to come in between us, so she staged this attack.
She staged the attack.
Yeah.
He was whooping her ass,
Yes.
and she staged it.
I mean, slamming her, and the way that TV felt on top of her.
Kevin, you know I still haven't seen the video, and I refuse to. Yeah, I refuse to.
It's
I refuse to.
very, very violent.
I refuse. See, all I saw was a screenshot of her on the floor, and she was like this, and he was hovering over her, and that's all I needed to say.
He punched
I said,
her.
yeah, no.
First of all, when she,
And then the baby was right there.
I'm surprised her back didn't break because she fell on top of one of those toys. Like, it was just, I've never seen, first of all, not even in person, I've never seen anybody be manhandled like that. So he just needs to go down forever.
Yeah.
And for all of y'all
that
for those who could potentially end violent relationships like this, please get the strength and get up and get the fuck out. That is, nobody should be getting beaten, banged on for affection or to be with somebody just because they are from a star or anything. Like, come on. If you gotta be beaten, banged on, you don't need to be with that person. You need to get up and get out, or try to get an escape plan. And that's all I'm gonna say about it, because I know people are like, it's not just that easy. Listen, I don't want nobody beating and banging on me. You only got one time. You only got one time, just like Jackie told Ike. You only got to hit me once.
You only get motherfucker to put his hand on you. One. It's not okay to let a motherfucker put his hands on you.
Right.
Okay. That's what you told her.
He said,
She said, no, Jackie, I'm all right. No, it's not all right.
Let a motherfucker
Pound on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't you tell me you're all right. Because I'm not all right watching it.
Fuck you, Ike. You
Fuck you, Ike. You ain't got to hit me, but.
And he slapped the shit out of her. And you know they said that he really slapped her by accident in that scene?
Because she flew. For real. That wasn't an accident. So I knew he had this. Because she flew.
That was some shit she probably was talking
And
about.
she kept right on going on the scene.
Right.
But that's how you got to. It's not. So that wasn't acting. She was for real. It's not. All you got to do is hit me. One time. Then I'm
Oh,
I'm waiting for the day that I'm in a relationship with somebody and they hit me.
what you want?
Jesus.
You want to use that line?
First of all, I'm going to fight back. Let's start there. I'm going to fight back. However, after everything is said and done, I'm going to press every charge that I can press when I'm filing that police report.
Oh, you press the charge.
Oh, I can press this charge. Oh, well, let's press it.
A PFA.
I'm getting a PFA, a BUA, a MBF, a DC3, a DC9, all of them, okay? A NBC, I'm pressing I'm getting a stay away order. Don't you ever think you're going to hit me, and I'm just going to go along with it.
Okay.
No. I knew a couple that was like that, and I think I told you about that. They would fight like cats and dogs.
I don't get that.
And it was a gay couple. And I used to always say, how are y'all gay and y'all fighting each other like this? Because I wish another man ever would think to put his hands on me. We are going to fight, and if he whoops my ass, he gonna whoop my ass. But that's going to be even more. That'll be the last time he whooped my ass, and that will be even more reason why I'm going to press every charge I can press. Oh, you want me to hold on, officer, while you find another charge for me to press? I will do that. Yes, I will. I don't play those games.
There are gay couples that be fighting to this.
I don't play those games.
I've seen it.
I don't play those games. I don't play those hitting games. I don't. You can argue and you can yell and scream, but the minute you go to swing, That's a problem for me. And I don't play those games. I don't play those games. Because I don't... First of all, you even getting this close is a violation. Mm-hmm. That's a violation. Don't touch me. Especially because I'm not one to... I'm not a person to hit somebody. I'm not going to hit somebody because I know I don't want you to hit me. Now, I'm going to argue with you, but I know I'm not going to hit you because I don't want you to hit me. But if you think, oh, I'm going to test Makael and hit him, we're going to have a serious problem.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call about 2 of my celebrity friends and say, I need the best lawyer you can find. Not me, you. Okay. You, and I will promote anything you need me to promote for free, okay? But I need you to find this lawyer because this motherfucker hit me. Yes. And I don't play those games. No. We don't play those games. We don't play those games.
So, Faizon Love said that actress comedian Nicole Byer isn't funny. And he posted on his Instagram. She had a Netflix thing that came on or whatever. And, some people was like, no, that's not right that you doing that or whatever. Nicole Byer, she just reposted stuff and she just thought it was funny. But, I was saying, well, you know what? Let me be the judge. Let me try to sit here and watch some of my comedy. So I sat there, I left that one joke, and the rest was just on. And I looked at the crowd and I said, oh, well, maybe she appeals to... This is her crowd, I don't know. But she's doing something right because she got a Netflix special.
Right.
She got a couple shows. I know she had a show on MTV. I think she had like a show on like a baking show. She's doing her thing.
Right.
And I feel like when it's your peers, you shouldn't try to come at them because you're blocking whatever blessing that may come your way when you do stuff like that. Well, I don't think she's funny. Oh, la, 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 la.
When's the last time somebody said, oh, let me go see Faizon Love?
That's what they said.
Concert.
Nobody's not checking for you.
Nobody's not checking for him either. You know what I mean? And it's no shade, but
and I didn't
certain
even
people can be quiet. Me neither. I just thought he was an actor who was typecast as a funny guy.
Yeah.
Because she's another one I ain't never seen no serious role.
No.
And you're never going to.
No.
Because they use him like a punching bag too. That movie that they had him sitting there butt ass naked on that beach with that looking like a French bulldog from the back.
Girl.
You ever see a French bulldog stand up on 2 feet?
Yeah.
On the back? That's how his body looks on the back. A French bulldog. All he was missing was the ears, and that's it. And a collar. You got the nerve to talk about somebody not being funny. Like somebody's running to the damn Ticketmaster to say, I need to buy 2 tickets to see Faizon Love at the Met. Are you kidding me? Nobody's not checking for you.
They not. Like, even when you think of, like, funny comedians, I guess I didn't know he was I didn't know he do stand-up.
Sometimes you gotta even think, is he still living? Like, because you don't hear nothing from him.
Now unless he in the airport getting in trouble.
Or running his mouth, too. Or fighting somebody in the airport. Everybody goes to the airport and start fighting.
Yeah, Stevie J recently.
Yeah, what's everybody in the airport fighting?
I don't know.
What is
Did
that
you see that shit? Him trying to charge,
yeah.
Getting, I think.
But you know what? That's Faith's fault. Because again,
she got married.
You had no business being with him in the first goddamn place.
Right.
Y'all had no business being together in the first place.
Why? He wants spousal support.
Yeah. Well, listen.
I hope he don't get it.
Well, listen. That's on him. I mean, that's on her. Mm-hmm. That's on her. But Faith, you had no business being with that man. None whatsoever. And so that's on you, sis. Mm-hmm. Whose bright idea was that to say, yeah, let's Stevie J and Faith get married and let's condone this?
That was them. Just like you said how they met.
Yeah, at a cabaret. I didn't Barbara's home. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I said it. I know I said it. And I wasn't lying either.
Well, fam, we're going to go. We got everything in today. We got everything. Nothing got skipped. Let me just make sure. Jussie, Megan, Golden Globes, Marsha, Dr. Oz, Principal, Fox News, Zach, and Faizon. Also, 20s. The Inner Wave Show 20s comes on Wednesdays, 10 p.m. on BET. This Wednesday is the season finale. So make sure that y'all check it out. Let me tell y'all, I'm happy for Hattie. And I can't remember the girl that she's always with. I can't remember the name of the girl.
Which girl?
But
one of the friends?
The light skinned girl that worked at the coffee shop. And now they be doing the writing and all that together. Forgot her name. But it's cute for them. I think that she could teach Hattie what a relationship is about.
Well, I saw that they were going to get together anyway.
And I think Hattie needs to leave, what's her name?
The boss?
Yeah, because she's
a user.
firing. Yeah, she's firing.
The boss is a user.
Yeah, she fired Nia because Nia, I guess because Hattie got into a new relationship. So she didn't want her on the show anymore. And then Marie.
But she used Hattie. She used Hattie for that good time.
Oh, yeah. She knew it. Like, if we all knew what it was about. And she think that buying shit, renting out all of this, this is going to make things better. No. And it's not.
And not only that, and not even just that situation, but situations in general. When these older people be trying to buy these younger people, they are doing it oh so wrong. Because these young people love that shit that you're giving them, but then they're also doing them on the side.
Yeah.
Okay?
And that's what Hattie kept doing.
They're doing them on the side.
And then Hattie stopped responding like, bitch, I'm done. Like, we're done. This is not, like, you can't keep trying to buy me.
Right.
You know, so I'm happy, like, okay, I'm happy for that. And then, but now she's also like, she signed to this deal, but it's just affirmative action. It's just, you're just a diversity hire. It's like, it's just, you know, like, I be sitting there watching like, oh my God, like, okay, this is diversity hire. They didn't bring my boo back. I haven't seen him in a while. Tiana's husband better be on the season finale. Yeah. But then Marie Child, so y'all not going to get married. Y'all just going to, I guess y'all going to do y'all thing.
But why would she marry him?
They wasn't ready to get married. Yeah. They really
First of all, she acted like she wasn't even sure what was going on really with him.
But she knew.
She knew. But I mean, my whole thing is, girl. Like, okay. You know what? Can I be honest with you? I think I know a real life.
Them?
Marie. Yes.
And Chuck.
But I don't want to say nothing just yet. Oh, I wouldn't say nothing to the couple, but I know a real life couple like that.
Do I know?
No, you don't know them. No, you don't know them. But I know a real life couple like that. And I'm just looking like, every time I see them together, I just be like, girl, he is gay. You don't know that this man
Do they have children?
No, they don't have children.
Oh, God.
They don't have children. But I'm just like, girl, get with the program. But again, some women are so desperate for a man that they will look past stuff like that. Which I'm not saying that it's anything wrong with accepting that, but I just think like, if you're going to accept the fact that you know that your man is swinging both ways, don't act stupid and surprised when you see that he's liking certain type of pornography or when you see him flirting with another man or something. Stop acting stupid and surprised. You knew what it was when y'all started messing with each other.
Yeah. Then Nia's sister child, she she just came over and never went home. Then come to find out she can't get pregnant because the husband got a low sperm count. But it was just like you did all this bad, like you sitting here trying to bash and embarrass your sister. So she was like, no, bitch, why are you really here? Why are you still here? Why are you not going back home?
Remember they used to say Mountain Dew gave you little sperm?
Oh, yes! And the blue hugs.
Yeah. And I stopped drinking Mountain Dew for a long time. Then I realized you might get me pregnant.
On that note,
we're going to go. You have a good night.
Remember that, though?
Yes.
They like stay away from all the blue drinks and it lower your sperm count. Oh, my God.
I don't know what I did. How do you... Oh, pay.
We've come a long way.